Hello and welcome to Hops and Bros. This week, a very special beer review.
Because we're laughing about other YouTubers. No, not for real. We're drinking an impressive style that we've never drank so far. Impressive, because it's an Imperial Brown Ale.
Ooh.
For an open window on the crabby world, Max and Chris from Ups and Welcome to Ups and Bros! Yeah.
So this week, Wellington Brewery is back in the castle. God damn it.
In the castle of Ups and
In
Bros.
the castle
it's our
of
own
Ups and
castle.
Bros.
This is our land.
Yeah.
You can't get our freedom.
I usually say HQ, but I've been playing a lot of Age of Empires 2.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not the bad weather that the reason you're late. It's because you were playing Age of Empires 2.
Maybe.
God
It is what it is.
That's all right. That's all right.
So, our pals from Wellington Brewery have brewed another great beer. Because, yes, we've cheated. We've had a little taste here.
Oh, yeah.
It's an Imperial.
I'll cheat again right now.
You cheat again right now. Imperial Brown Ale. Which is interesting because on the bottle it says Imperial IBA. But as far as we can tell, IBA stands for Imperial Brown Ale.
Exactly.
So it's an Imperial Brown Ale.
Imperial Brown
Imperial
Ale.
Brown Ale. It's very Imperial.
I'm glad they put it out there, but
Yeah.
Wellington Brewery from Guelph, Ontario. Lots of great things over there, and we want to take that little special minute to say hi to Adam Kemp.
Yes,
out of Guelph, Ontario. So this one's for you, friend.
Cheers.
So, cheers. And yes, so the Imperial Brown Ale, they released this one in December, I guess for their kind of like winter release.
Yeah.
92 IBUs. That's a hell out of a...
It's an impressive beer. So I went to LCBO to buy your gift, and I saw this guy, and I was like, you know what? Let's try it out. I've never actually had this style of beer, so might as well have it on the show and see what we can do with it. And I'm not disappointed.
It's quite impressive.
I'm not the biggest fan of brown ales, but in this case, it's fucking good. It's got some flavors to it.
Yeah, 8.2% at the same time. Came in this fantastic bottle at the same moment. Easily shareable at two friends.
Definitely.
Just want to point out.
It's cracked up.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. Can you guys see it?
Probably not.
It's all cracked. It's kind of like dangerous. We're dangerous. Yes. Little quote on brown ales. I had a weird comment because we did a Craft Beer 101 on brown ales.
Yeah.
Posted it on Instagram and got a comment, I think, yesterday about brown ales. So the guy says...
We're off?
No. We're right on point. It's brown ales are like corduroy. Corduroy? You know the...
Corduroy, yeah.
Corduroy? And I'm like, so it means you already wore them when you were young.
Yeah.
You don't really like them, but you still drink it. You still like...
Yeah, once in a while you would wear it and you'd be like, that's kind of neat. I can see that.
And you literally told me like another funny thing about that. Like brown ales, you don't usually love them.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's pretty good.
When it's there, it's there. No, I would agree. Like there's this whole movement about like IPAs and very hoppy beers, and you kind of forget the old classics, or the old beers that used to be very popular and are kind of going down in popularity for some reason, just because they're not trendy. But it's a workhorse. You know it's going to be there. You know it's going to work. You know it's going to be a good experience, even if it's not one of those trendy beers. Like I have been less impressed with a lot of IPAs than I have with brown ales. I've not had the same amount of both, so it's kind of statistically accurate that I would have this impression.
This is not fake news.
No, it's not fake news at all.
Alternative facts.
So
it poured darker than the other brown ales we had a little bit, but I guess having it Imperial, more grains, so it's a little bit more hefty, a little bit more heavy, but with a nice thick brown head on top. It reminds me a little bit more of like a mocha cake, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Like mousse au chocolat.
Oh, mousse au chocolat, yeah. Something
so,
more of a chocolate cake, chocolate mousse.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
Not related to mustache. Yeah. But all the aromas, a little bit of roastiness, but you do get a little bit of the bitterness pursing through the aromas. Yeah. Really impressive, but it's a lot of kind of like a lemony finish I have, like more lemons. Not too much acid from the bitterness, but it's still kind of like pungent, and it's right in your tongue when you drink the beer.
Well, when we talked about IBUs on the Craft Beer 101, I'm going to refer to it as the more malts you have, the less the bitterness is going to be perceived.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit like barley wines where they're very malty beers, they're very hoppy beers as well, but you don't see them as hoppy as an IPA.
Exactly.
For that specific reason. And I think with this beer, you've got the same kind of concept going on where it is hoppy, but it's a lot less hoppy than it should be with the amount of IBUs that it has.
Yeah. But the blend between the roastiness of the brown ale and the grains used in there with the high IBUs creates that kind of like bitterness you have in a coffee. Yeah, I don't know why. I do get a lot of those coffee aromas, and it's still like stinging in the back here.
I would agree. It's like it's a coffee feel without the coffee flavor.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're having this, like even the acidity, you said you didn't have much, but there is some, and it's the same acidity that I would find in my coffee.
I know.
So the same thing without coffee flavors. It's just very interesting. That you talk about it.
Yeah, I know. It's right there. I wasn't sure if I was just weird about it.
Definitely right there,
I do feel it. One thing, like, should we do like a funny thing about the alien stuff or not?
I like the extra Terrestrial Imperial IBA. I'm wondering why they went with that name, which, if you guys are out there, let us know. You know how to reach us. Yeah. Why exactly the extraterrestrial? And maybe I haven't read the explanation in the back.
Yeah, but
should we do it real quick and see?
I'll do it. I'll read it.
Okay, so I've got to entertain the folks, or I'll read it out loud.
No, I'll read it out loud. Yeah. So from the depth of outer space comes extraterrestrial, a fortified imperial brown ale with a maximum payload of hops. We've taken our award-winning recipe of Terrestrial India Brown Ale. So it's an India Brown Ale Imperial.
Okay,
we were
India
all
Brown
wrong.
Ale. So, so I was right initially when I said the name.
Because
okay.
It's the extra version of the already known beer that we don't know about.
So we should get our hands on that one to try it out as well.
Another mistake from Ups and Bros. We haven't made the research. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
We'll make sure next time.
I thought it was weird that they had the Imperial. I was like, they can't go Imperial. It has to be something else.
You pointed out, you guys put.
It was either it was a mistake or we fucked up, and I guess we messed up. It is what it is. Anyways,
we messed up because we're messed up, guys.
But I would like to have the original one. I would like to try it out.
Yeah, I'd like to have more beers from Wellington Brewery. I do enjoy the Upside Down this summer. We added great beer. They're doing great stuff, and it's one of the oldest breweries in Ontario.
Yeah. Like 30 years, I believe.
30 years. GLB is 30 years. They are like the next running up.
About 30.
About 30.
Yeah, because
really
Muskoka is about 20.
Yeah.
Bose is 10. Those are arguably, I think, the three biggest ones, or oldest ones, you could say.
Yeah. Plus GLB.
Plus GLB, GLB a
and
little.
Steam Whistle too.
Yeah.
We're just...
Yeah, I tend to forget about Steam Whistle.
Yeah, we always forget about Steam Whistle.
They do one thing really, really well.
Should we review Steam Whistle on the show?
That's a good point, because they're still independent.
They're still independent.
I guess the only reason we've never done that is because they have A, the one beer.
Yeah, exactly.
And B, because even though they are craft, or they're not a micro, they're craft, I never really think about them as being craft.
They're huge.
They're huge. Yeah.
Huge.
So let us know in the comments below if we should do Steam Whistle. I do have Steam Whistle once in a while. I'm never disappointed, but it'd be interesting to have on the show.
So, guys, go grab a bottle of the Extraterrestrial Imperial IBA. It's available in LCBOs, pretty much every LCBO. They do have a really good distribution out there at Wellington Brewery. So check them out. Check out the brewery on their website, on Facebook. I think they're on Twitter too, and Instagram. Give them a follow, give them a like. They
deserve it. They do great stuff. And next time you see them in the LCBO, even if it's not this one in particular, just grab their beer.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. An extra good 4-pack too available that we already talked about. So
yes, sir. I think we still have a sour in the fridge of them. Should probably open at some point for a special occasion.
Okay, I know the one you're talking about.
It's from the summer, so we'll check it out. We'll do a special episode.
So guys, cheers. We see you in the next video, and don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you do enjoy all those little burps.
Cheers.
Cheers.